What led to you creating the Joe Torre Safe at Home Foundation?
Well, it was going into New York to manage the Yankees, and my wife, Allie, we have always done something geared toward children. And going to New York, Allie says, you know, what charity should we connect ourselves with? I said, how about domestic violence? It sort of caught her off guard. And it was Allie's idea to have instead of being care providers, to have our Safe at Home Foundation be geared toward, education. And so we put safe rooms in schools, and we named them after my mom, Margaret, called Margaret's Place. And we've had great success with the program.
How would you explain what the goals are?
Well, the goals, in my case, when we first started our foundation, we were going to have our first gala. I remember going to a middle school in the Bronx, and we had a camera crew following me to sort of do a little B-roll for our foundation dinner. So to the kids, I said, we'll talk about baseball in a little bit. I just want to explain what this camera crew is doing. And I explained about our foundation and my dad abusing my mom. I look out into the classroom, and 8 or 9 kids are going, it was like we struck a nerve. So basically we have a master's level counselor in the safe room, Margaret's Place, and we have peer leadership programs, but it's basically there for these kids to go in and find a safe place to sit and talk about it. We have literature in there. We have, if they want to read books or play games. It's an emotional place. When I go visit a Margaret's Place, we have 8 of them in the New York area and the Brooklyn and Queens Family Justice Centers we work at with the mayor of New York. Plus we opened a school in Mar Vista in Los Angeles. The counselor, it really helps these kids open up, and we give them tools to deal with what's going on in their lives and help them find a safe haven.
How about the best story you've heard from one of the kids you've helped?
Well, I read emotional notes all the time about kids who have, it seems like they have this brick wall that they're going into, and they talk about the counselor who helps them deal with this, and this is the best place, and a lot of the spelling isn't right, but the pulse is there and the feeling is there, and it's wonderful. But one of the best stories for me was a youngster who was going to go join a street gang, and he made a visit to a Margaret's Place in the school he was going to, and then he went back again, and he went back again, and it's part of the curriculum, and all of a sudden he's applying to colleges, and it's just this much that'll have a kid go this way or this way. And as I say, I'm very proud of what we do at Margaret's Place, because it's necessary. I think when people talk about domestic violence or violence period, they're talking about, that's a woman's issue. Well, no, there's more involved. There are children that, in my case, I wasn't physically harmed, but it still affected me. And that's an issue. For every woman that goes to a shelter, there are 2 kids that go with her. So there are a lot of kids going into their adult life that certainly have issues that are going to affect their lives. And a big problem is the low self-esteem. And as I say, I had the ability to play baseball, so I was lucky. But you have kids who are probably easily led because of the low self-esteem